Hello everyone, I am going to present on the topic faceless assessment and appeal procedure. So before the introduction of the faceless assessment, the SSC and the assessing officer used to take the assessment process physically, where there is an interaction between two, where both used to know their identity. So due to this, lot of unlawful practices used to take place. So due to this, the central government brought the faceless assessment. What is faceless assessment? Faceless assessment refers to the system where the income tax assessments are conducted electronically without any physical interface between the taxpayer and the authorities. Under this system, the notices are issued electronically, responses are submitted online, physical appearance is generally eliminated, allocation of cases is done through an automated system. The provision that faceless assessment is 144B of the Income Tax Act. So what are the objectives of faceless assessment? One of the objectives is elimination of personal interaction between the taxpayer and assessing officer. Here the identity of both the parties is not known. And next, the reduction of corruption and discretion. So due to the both the parties not knowing their identification, it reduces the unlawful practices. Ensuring uniformity in assessment orders. So the assessment orders are dealt uniformly. Next, the efficient use of technology. Next, the structure of the faceless assessment. So there is a National Faceless Assessment Center where its headquarters is in New Delhi. Under that, there is a Regional Faceless Assessment Center. Under that, there will be 4 units, that is assessment units, verification units, technical units and review units. The cases will be allotted by the National Faceless Assessment Center to a regional faceless where they were allotted to the assessment units. The assessment units will check whatever the data that is available, they will verify the income. So if they want some detailed verification, they will say to the national faceless. The national faceless will inform to the verification units where the cross examination, verification, the details examination will be taken by the verification units. Now, in case if they want some expertise in the technical sectors like your forensic accounting, transfer pricing, some specific areas, that will be set by the assessment units to the national faceless where they will see it to the technical units. The assessment units will see all the details that is provided by the SSC. Based on that, they will prepare the draft assessment order. So that they will submit it to the national faceless, where they will submit it to the review units. So they will review the draft assessment order, and they will, in case if there is any discrepancies, they will inform it to the national faceless. The national faceless will inform it to the assessment units. In case there is no discrepancy, the final the draft assessment order will be given to the national faceless. The national faceless, before giving the final assessment order to the SSC, a show cause notice is given to the SSC where they can give their explanation as to why the order should not be given. In case if the reply is not received, the national faceless will give the final assessment order to the SSC. Next, the appeal procedure. So after the assessment, the SS is given an opportunities to file his appeal against the orders given. The first appeal is given to the Commissioner of Income Tax. The form used is Form 35. The time limit will be 30 days from the receipt of the order. The appeal fees will be 250 if your income is less than or equal to 1 lakh, 500 if your income is more than 1 lakh but less than or equal to 2 lakh, 1000 if your income is above 2 lakh. If he is not satisfied with the order that is given by the Commissioner of Income Tax, he can file his appeal against the Income Tax Appellate Tribunal. The form used will be Form 36. The time limit will be 60 days from the Commissioner of Income Tax order. The appeal fees that is applicable will be 500 if his income is less than or equal to 1 lakh, 1500 if his income is above 1 lakh but less than or equal to 2 lakh, 1% income subject to the maximum of rupees 10,000 if his income is more than 2 lakh. If is not, again, if is not satisfied with the order that is passed by the Income Tax Appellate Tribunal, he can go for the third appeal, that is to High Court. So High Court he can go is only when he can file his appeal only when there is a substantial question of law, and the time limit will be 120 days from the Income Tax Appellate Tribunal's order. Now, the fourth appeal will be Supreme Court of India. So cases goes to the Supreme Court only if the High Court says to the Supreme Court, or else they cannot appeal to the Supreme Court. However, there is a special article under 136 of the Indian Constitution, that is a special leave petition, where the SSC, if is not satisfied to the High Court, he can directly go to the Supreme Court to file his appeal. So the time limit will for such a special leave petition will be 120 days from the High Court's order. So this was all about the faceless assessment and appeal procedure. Thank you.